In today's video, I want to share, brag, inform about the Neo Destiny set of Pokemon cards. This is for anyone who's interested in seeing the artwork, the booster packs, and maybe learning a little bit more about Neo Destiny. So let's get right into it. Neo Destiny was actually the 11th set released in the United States, and it was the 4th and last of the Neo sets. So I think it's the prettiest of the 4 sets. This happens to be a complete set in first edition, including the booster packs. So these are what the booster packs look like. You can tell it's first edition because on the packs it has this little black first edition symbol here. The 4-pack artworks included Noctowl, Togetic, and these are all, of course, Neo Pokemon introduced in the Neo set. Celebi and Tyranitar. And I have them sealed in this 4-pocket with this Japanese Pokemon tape that I had bought at the local Japanese grocery store at the time, way back in 2000, I want to say 2000-ish. The first Neo set, Neo Genesis, came out in December of 2000, so just in time for Christmas that year. And then this set, Neo Destiny, wasn't released until February of 2002. So it took them about 14 months to release all 4 sets. I know today they can knock out 4 sets, 6 sets sometimes in a year. And back then, you know, it was quite the wait waiting for these, for the next set to, I guess, drop. But it looks like I ran out of one type of tape here, and then I got another roll of tape there. You can't find these anywhere anymore, so even just the tape on this, I think, is pretty cool. So that's what the booster packs look like. These are their backs, just kind of wrapped around there. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the cards themselves. This is, as I said, one of my favorite sets. There are 105 cards, well, basic cards, and then 8 chase cards for a total of 113 cards in this set. They didn't start the reverse foils until the next release, which was Legendary Collection, and I'll make a video on the Legendary Collection one day. You'll love seeing my Legendary Collection set. But in the meantime, this is the Neo Destiny, and it had 18 hollows. I'm not sure if that's focused or not, but it had 18 hollows, and their set symbol was this kind of a slanted star. And then again, there's that first edition symbol or stamp, so that you can tell if you have a first edition card or an unlimited edition card. On these, the holographic effect was restricted here to the character window, and the first card was Dark Ampharos, Dark Crobat, then we've got Dark Donphan, we have Dark Espeon, one of the prettiest cards ever, I think. Espeon is so pretty, and maybe it's just because I kind of like purple, but that's a Dark Espeon. Dark Feraligatr, Dark Gengar. And this is an unusual one. You know, you don't usually see this Gengar. If you've heard my other videos, you know I'm a little bit obsessed with Gengar. Then we have the Dark Houndoom, Dark Porygon 2, Dark Scizor. And in case you're wondering, yes, these are in beautiful condition in the back. We bought these in booster boxes. We opened all the packs ourselves, and they went straight into sleeves and straight into the 9 pockets. So I know that they're not necessarily all 10s, but they're pretty nice. I said this was going to be part brag, right? Let's take a look at the next 8 hollows. Dark Typhlosion. I always thought that was a really pretty card. Another Tyranitar, this time a Dark Tyranitar. In Neo Destiny, they actually introduced these light Pokemon. So they're Dark Pokemon and Light Pokemon. The first time the Dark Pokemon were introduced was in Team Rocket Returns. And in Neo Destiny, they included these light Pokemon, and actually, Neo Destiny is the only place that you will find the light Pokemon. So that's kind of interesting. There's a holographic energy, a miracle energy, and then we get into the non-holo rares, which is Dark Ariados, Dark Magcargo. We have Dark Omastar. I think these are the non-holo rares, yeah. Dark Slowbro, Dark Ursaring, Light Dragonair, so cute, Light Lantern, Light Ladian. So you can see these are all those, well, mostly those Neo Pokemon. And here's our traditional Machamp, but turned into a light version, a Piloswine, and an Unknown. I believe the Unknowns were introduced in the second, I want to say, the second Neo set, Discovery. That one had that, for the set symbol, it was that pyramid, that Central American pyramid kind of a symbol. And then there's a whole bunch of Unknowns. A pretty Chansey, Dark Croconaw, Dark Executor, a Dark Flaffy, Dark Fortress, Dark Haunter, Dark Omanite. Oh, I feel like the song, the theme song to the Pokemon TV show, just naming all the Pokemon. Dark Wigglytuff, very angry looking there. A Heracross, Hitmonlee, Houndour. I believe we're down into the uncommons now. Jigglypuff, Light Dugong, so goofy looking. Look at those teeth. Teeth, as they say on Reddit. Light Flareon, so beautiful. A Light Golduck, Light Jolteon with his Togepi friend. A Light Machoke, Light Ninetales, Light Slowbro. And these light cards, they were really meant as sort of supporter Pokemon. They had pretty high hit points. You see, these are all 80. And they were really meant to support the weaker dark Pokemon. Scyther, Togepi, whole bunch of Unknowns. Oh, guess I shouldn't have gone that quickly. There's a P. I don't know what that is. A Q. Somebody else out there is probably better at reading the unknown hieroglyphic alphabet than I am. So we're definitely down in the commons now. Go a little faster because they're commons. Trying to get that focus. Hang on. Okay, so it's an Execute, Ghastly, Girafarig, Gligar, Growlithe, Hitmonchan, Larvitar, Ladybug, Light Sunflora, Machop, Mantine, Mareep, Phanpy, Pineco, Porygon, Psyduck, Remoraid, Seal, Slugma, Sunkern, Swinub, Totodile, more Unknowns, and a Venonat. And the last one of the common cards is this Vulpix. Whoops. And then we get into the trainers. You have the Broken Ground Gym, and notice that on the trainers, that first edition symbol moves further down here. The X-All. I remember when this card first came out, which was, I believe, this set. And I just thought that was such an interesting artwork. I don't know what about it attracted me, but I always liked that artwork. I'm probably the only one. Imposter Professor Oak's Invention. Radio Tower. Thought Wave Machine. Kind of chaotic, crazy artwork there. Counterattack Claws, Energy Amplifier, Energy Stadium, Lucky Stadium, Magnifier, Pokemon Personality Test, Team Rocket's Evil Deeds, Heal Powder, Mail from Bill, and then we hit the end and we get to the Shining cards. So this had 105 regular cards, so this is 105 of 105, but it had 8 chase cards, which at the time we had no idea how these were going to skyrocket in value. They're just here in my 9 pockets, just like all the other cards. We have the Shining Celebi. Try to just hold it still. And the thing with these hollows, or with these chase cards, is that the background, try not to damage my cards and share them at the same time. The background is actually not hollow. The only part that is, I'm not even going to say it's hollow. I'm going to say it's shiny. It's kind of shiny and textured is the part that has the actual Pokemon on it. So Shining Celebi is 106. Shining Charizard is 107. And my Shining Charizard is in pretty good condition. Remember, it went straight from pack to sleeve. However, it did get a binder dent. You can't even see it here. I'm hoping it just self-healed. I moved it into this middle slot when I saw that binder dent, and I was just sick about it. But I still think I might be able to get something like a 9 on this Shining Charizard. I'm going to be sending these Shining cards in for grading in the next round when my PSA membership renews, because you get those, what is it, 5 or 6 free vouchers for grading. And so I'm going to send these in for that. I'm very worried about keeping them here in the 9 pockets because of the way these have skyrocketed in value. So that's a Shining Kabutops. I know you're interested in seeing the backs. Value-wise, that's that Kabutops. That's my Charizard. I mean, that's pretty nice, right? And then that is that Shining Celebi. And the last of the Shining cards, Shining Mewtwo, which I always thought, you know, that Shining Charizard is pretty, but I always thought that the Shining Mewtwo was prettier. Again, I don't know. It could be that purpleness. And then there is a Shining Noctowl. I don't even know why they made him a Shining card, but he's okay. Shining Raichu, so cute and yellow, well, gold and pretty. And then Shining Steelix. I know that's a pretty hot card. You know, my focus was decent through the whole video, and then I get to the best cards of all, and it's just kind of crazy. But that's the Shining Steelix and the Shining Tyranitar, just kind of roaring at the moon. And then again, we'll take a look at the backs. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And I remember pulling these cards, and we'd be like, oh, here's another Shining Charizard. Shucks, I already have that. You want to trade for that? You know, Light Vaporeon or something like that. I mean, we knew nothing at the time, but I'm so glad that at least, unlike our first edition base set, which we completely and totally played with, my base set is in such a terrible condition. Unlike that, at least by the time we got to our Neos, we knew better than to play with them and to go ahead and just put them away in a binder. And so this is the binder, and I'm just sharing it with you today. I hope you found something interesting, helpful, I don't know, pretty, something that made your time worthwhile today. Thanks for joining me. Next video will either be my PSA unboxing, or one of these days I'm going to do a video on the Legendary Collection set, which is so beautiful with that reverse hollow starburst artwork, the first set to have reverse cards. So anyway, that's coming up one day soon. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, catch 'em all.